Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I thought we would make a little journal. I was lucky enough to find a bundle of these little books. They're not especially old, in the charity shop. You find them, well, I've noticed that there's quite often a lot of these books in the charity shop, and they were practically giving them away. So I bought a few. They were really cheap, and I thought they would make cute little journals. So let's have a go. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out these pages. I do have one of those blades, but I am not very good with a blade. So I'm just going to try and take, maybe we'll try the blade. Let me just reach over to the carousel. It's not a very good one, but it might do the trick for this. So let's give it a go. And even if we get it started with the blade, we can always tidy it up. Oh, that's not so bad with the scissors. The thing is, this is kind of plasticky paper, and these pages are string bound. Oh, there we are. So lots of little images to use in future collages or journals. So we'll keep them safe, and we will tidy up this. I'm just going to put that blade away. We will tidy up this. I'm going to completely recover it with some fabric and some nice paper on the inside. So some fabric on the outside and some nice paper on the inside. But we'll just see if we can get some more of this off. We don't want it to be bumpfully. Oops. That's not bad. This is all going to be covered up, so I think we'll go with that. Right, let's just get that in the bin and we'll straighten things up again. Okay, so we've got our bare bones of a cover, and I have here the piece of fabric that is going to be my cover. So yeah, I've already cut that to size. I tore it so that I would get a nice rough, but this is quite an open weave, so it was easy just to pull. See, look, already we're just can pull the threads off. It's really easy to make it nicely fringed. So I thought that would be nice, and then I thought that might be nice just peeking out the edge there. Yeah. So that will be the first step. The first step will be to glue that little bit of lace down, And then I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch round before we glue it on. Obviously the machine won't, well, my machine certainly wouldn't go through that, but if we stitch round there and then we stick that on, it'll look like, hopefully, that we've stitched it on to the book, even although we haven't. So let's get this on first. Right onto the edge there. And I'm going to use my 3-in-1 advanced craft glue. Advanced. I should keep the bottle upside down. There we are. That will give that a little chance to dry, and we can go and stitch round. So that will be, yeah, I think that'll be nice. Okay, I'm going to go and stitch round this. That's it, stitched round. We'll just give these a little trim. We'll leave a little inch or so. It's quite nice to see a little bit of thread, I think. Obviously stitching is optional. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so let's get that glued down. Now, I bought this Trimmett's fabric glue for all fabric and crafts. Buttons dries clear, fast, strong, safe. So we'll see if this does the trick. It's a bit gloopy. Right, let's spread that a little bit. Oh, I can tell it's quite sticky. Right, let's give that a go. That seems to be okay. Yeah, I see these wee books often in the charity shops, thrift shops. And I have been tempted before, but somehow I'm like, oh, maybe a wee kiddie would want them, and I'm buying them to do something else with them. But there was so many of them. I don't know if after Christmas or what, or people were having clear outs, but there was a huge bundle of them. A huge bundle, so I didn't feel so bad. I thought, well, I'm leaving plenty for the kiddies. I don't want to diddle them out of their books to spend their pocket money. Right, well, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's quite nice, and you can still see some hairy bits around the edges. Right, okay, so while that's drying, let's see what we're going to do with, and it's quite good that it sits, because of this, it sits upside down. So that's pretty good. We'll see how it dries. Right, I've got a little bundle here. I've got a little bundle for the cover, and I've got 2 pieces. Maybe we'll do the inside first. I've got my 2 pieces to cover that. And then I've got a piece that matches the outside for the centre. Now, do we want it that way round, so that we can see more of this writing at the front, I think? Yeah, let's do it that way round. So this just needs to be this, because this isn't fabric, obviously. Oh, now do I want to stitch round this before I put it on? Yes, I do. So we'll just leave that glue like that just now, and it'll only take me 2 ticks to stitch round before we glue them on. So there's a top tip. Think about if you want to stitch before you even lift your glue. Never mind. We saved the day. Right, the writing is that way round. Let me just get those threads away. Right, so that one's there, and that one's there. Okay, so where were we? We were putting glue on this. Right. Ooh, pardon you, glue. All right. Make sure we've got the right way round. We have. And I've cut them slightly bigger than the book page, so that they're covering everything. Good. There we go. Right. You don't need to stitch, but the stitching does, I have to say, make a bit of a difference, I think. There we are. And this little bit for down here. Now, Will we stitch round here? Will we? You know, I don't think we will. I think then stitching just might become too much and too messy, I think. Right, back to this. Put a big dollop down the middle. And we'll need to think about how far out does that go? We'll just do it that far until, and then we can always glue, or we can just leave it a little bit loose. That might be quite nice. Right, stop fiddling with the glue and get this on. Nothing needs to be exact because it is a handmade journal after all. That is pretty nifty. Yep. Pleased with that so far. Okay, let's do the cover. So, I'm just going to sit this, the gluey brush there. Right, let me show you. Oh, I have this piece of patterned paper, a bit of scrapbook paper, for my background. And I think we'll stitch round that. I have this little charmer for here. I've got a little bit of lace, maybe for thereabouts, a little bit of rickrack. I've just thrown together, well, it wasn't really thrown together, it was carefully curated. That's going to cut right across there, and then I've got these little paper flowers that I've had like forever. A little rosebud. I'm just placing them all just now so that you can see I've got a little tiny pearl heart. Oh, that I'm going to just pop in somewhere in there. I've got a fancy Kirby grip. I have no idea where the pack of these came from. Absolutely none. I have had them, again, forever. This bit of lace was chopped off this because it was slightly too long. And you know how we can't really put anything in the bin. And I thought maybe just up to that wee corner there, just to balance things about. And this little pre-made bow, and again from my card making days, I thought was quite cute, maybe up there. So that was what I was thinking for the cover. What do you think? It's pretty cute, isn't it? It's pretty cute. Yeah. Right, so the first thing we need to do is give a wee stitch round this card. Yeah, I'll be back. There, done. Give it a wee haircut. Not on top of the journal. There we are. Yeah. Okay, so we're good to get this down. that sticky. Do you know, I think it's the glue coming through this kind of open weave fabric. It does feel a wee bit sticky. It'll dry though. I put quite a lot of glue on. Maybe I've put too much on. Anyway, let's use this for this. So nothing goes behind that, so we're good to glue. Good to glue. Somewhere in the centre. What's this? Now, I think little Rosebud's next. She's holding on to the pot of flowers there. Will we put her slightly off the background? Oh, see? Slide this underneath. There's always something. That's okay. Right. Because this is on the top. Yeah, so she's next. She's just standing on the edge of the card there, the edge of that piece of scrapbook paper. Yep. And then this. Now, what glue are we going to use for this? Let's just dab a little on and then just use that to spread it a little bit and hope for the best. That's it. Right, this little bit of rick-rack somewhere here. Let's see if we can do a thin line. I'm going to put the lid in that because it keeps bubbling up. And this might be take a wee minute. Oh no, that was okay. Perfect. Grand. Right, now that's for the top bits. There's these little, let's think how we're going to place these. These were on stems, and so they were on little wires, and I just used my wire cutters and took the stems off. I think maybe like that. Right. Put plenty glue on because I think these could be ripe for falling off if you didn't glue them on well. And this has got a little foam pad, sticky foam pad on it, but it's so old that that wouldn't hold it. So we'll just put that on. This is quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Old-fashioned, like, it's a vintagey look. Yeah, of course, a vintagey look. Old-fashioned, like. A modern but vintage, I think, is the feel that for this. That needs some time to dry, I think. Now, how are we going to attach this? Let's put the glue here. And hope for the best. Yeah. Okay. This little piece up here, just as a little knot, a little nod to the bit of lace that's underneath. Now, have I gone too far, or is this little bow still? I think it's quite pretty. What about on top of that lace up there? Oh, that's maybe better. Yeah, it's going on top of that lace. Right, and that will help hold that little bit of lace on, although when that glue dries it will be fine. Now, does this have a... Perfect. You can just see the little bit of lace coming through underneath. Okay. Right, happy with that. Do we want to add a word? Just a short word, maybe. Wishful. Does she look wishful? I think under here, of course it would help if I could do it straight. Yes. I think a wee black word always seems to finish things off. Right, so let's think about what we're going to do with the inside. I have a little bundle of mixed papers. So there's some, this one is quite a thick scrapbook paper, a little plain page, some writing spots. So it's going to be more a kind of notebook type journal. It's not going to be heavily embellished. As you can see, there's quite a lot of writing space. There's some folded over ones, which I'm not sure I'll stitch or not, to make some pockets, or just leave them as little piece of tea dyed, some patterns, some plain, and a little doily in the middle. And these middle ones will need to be pockets, I think, unless, yeah, they need to be sewn up or glued up, some plain, and then just the same again on the other side. Some vintage music. This folds out. This is quite marked because it's old. Some plain writing paper. A little bit of pattern and the other end. So a nice little signature, I think. Oh yes, that's really cute, isn't it? Really cute. Okay, so we need to think about attaching this, which I think I am just going to do it traveller's notebook style and just do a little bit of ribbon, just and tie a bow on the outside, I think. Yes. And then the pages can be slid out and in to be worked on. So I've got this ribbon, vintagey ribbon, and I can never remember the name of it. No, it's gone. So we can just tie this round, so we can either have the bow in the middle just going to tie this round, and we'll maybe have the, I want it a wee bit, that's why I'm twirling it, I want it to be quite thin. Have the bow on the outside. Let's just chop this off there. We'll have the bow there. Now, let's see if we can tie a bow and keep it fairly tight. No talking while tying bows. That's a rule. Takes all your concentration. Let's just pull them down and tighten it up. We won't cut that just now until we make sure that we can get our pages in. Let's leave the doily just now. And of course you can play around with the pages because they'll just slide in and out one at a time. That's nice. I'm just going to trim these a little bit. What do you think? Now, does it need something round? I think because it's fairly new just now, it's popping open, but I think they will loosen through time. It's just popping up just now because it's just new. Yeah. So yeah, so there we are. Now I had out this seam binding. Is that what that is? Seam binding. Is that seam binding, or is this? This is bias binding. That's it. This is bias binding and that's seam binding. Oh my goodness. And this is quite clever. This opens up. And so you get a bit on either side. Look at that. That's very cute, isn't it? So does that. I think we'll just go for that. I was going to be finished there, but I think this is just so nice that I am going to put that on there. Now I could take that page out to do it, but it's just the first page and it's just down the edge, and so it's really easy. And I don't need to take the page out. Just a little run of glue on that side and a little run of glue on that side. Oh. How cute is that? Very cute. Now I bought something. There's a there. I bought these the other week in that new shop, Stream Green, and I'm wondering if we should put a label on the front here. How many sheets do you get? Just the one? Oh no, two. 2 sheets of these. And it might be quite nice to have a little label. This little small one here might be, I'm guessing they're stickers. Yeah. Oh, they're transparent stickers, I'm not sure. They're shiny. I don't want to rush into anything. I am going to leave that back on its house just now, but aren't they cute? But I'm not sure yet. That don't want to jump ahead and do something that I'm not happy with. But I'm liking this down there. And what I might do is I might take out that middle and just stitch round those pockets. And then I think that's it finished. Yeah. Okay, I've been long enough. So we had one of these and we turned it into one of these. Yes, happy with that. That's nice. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.